New York, the U.S. Department of the Treasury notified Congress Wednesday it intends to terminate the sanctions imposed on N Group plc, UC Rusal plc, and JSC Rosibnergu in 30 days. Receive daily email alerts, subscriber notes. Register now. Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control has determined that the significant restructuring and corporate governance changes will enable them to meet the criteria for delisting, but Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska will remain sanctioned and his property will remain blocked, it said. Treasury sanctioned these companies because of their ownership and control by sanctioned Russian oligarch Oleg Deripaska, not for the conduct of the companies themselves. These companies have committed to significantly diminish Deripaska's ownership and sever his control. Join every facet of the aluminum industry to discuss lessons learned in the past 12 months and what you should expect in the coming year, including a global outlook, sanctions impacts, end-user trends, demand drivers and much more. Learn more. The companies will be subject to ongoing compliance and will face severe consequences if they fail to comply, said Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin. OFAC maintains the ability under the terms of the agreement to have unprecedented levels of transparency into operations. The sanctions, announced April 6, targeted 7 high-profile Russian businessmen, 12 companies they own or control, and 17 senior Russian officials. The individuals and companies on the list were effectively banned from the U.S. banking system. The measure prohibited U.S. citizens from dealing with them and froze any of their assets that are subject to U.S. jurisdiction. At that time, OFAC designated and for being owned or controlled, directly or indirectly, by Oleg Deripaska and other entities he owns or controls. In that same action, OFAC designated Rusal for being owned or controlled by, directly or indirectly, N. SA, a wholly owned subsidiary of N, was also designated. N, Rusal, and SA have agreed to a framework to undertake significant restructuring and corporate governance changes to address the circumstances that led to their designation, including reducing Deripaska's direct and indirect shareholding stake, overhauling the composition of boards of directors, and committing to full transparency with Treasury by undertaking ongoing auditing, certification, and reporting requirements. Joe Innes, Joseph.Innes at spglobal.com, edited by Valerie Jackson, News Desk at spglobal.com.